Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. For this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. Now to try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
It's a short completion of the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention. Opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line. The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking to throw it again. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Touchdown, Florida. This quarterback on fire today. Now the all-important extra point. It's blocked. Picked up by the defense. It's a live ball. Could be a two-point return here.
Great job by this defense not giving in on this drive. They've been out on that field for a long time, and instead of giving in, they keep fighting, and it pays off.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. They tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a first down.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Bringing pressure. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Fires it to the wideout. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
Oh, that one's picked off. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Gators will crank up the tempo. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught on the outside. It's Boyd. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Running play called on 3rd and short. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the running back takes the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Gets rid of it on the move. Pulls it in. It's Boyd. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. No huddle now for the offense. Keeping it on the ground here.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 40. Past the 20. Return a pick 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
PAT makes it an 8-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
They're going to run it. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Now it's 2nd down here. Tailback with another carry. Is there at the 25. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
1st and 10 now for the offense. The back's got it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency in his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. 3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw, testing the middle. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of a half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Able to try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 12-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. This will likely be the last play of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Going for a big play downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. And he's got it.